Champion. I'm coming back here with another little off-the-cuff, little different kind of video here. If you've been following for a little bit, you may have seen a previous video where I was talking about some PS2 games that a great friend of mine, Walter Swirlygig, Fat Cat, Chris Zaha, Wolverine, whatever you want to call him, brother, one of the best guys that I've met in 2014, and that's kind of why I'm doing this video, is that obviously we're already in 2015 here, 6 or 7 days, so late to the game here. That's kind of what the Madden Champ does. He's a big procrastinator. Doesn't matter. I'm coming at you now. We're talking about 2014, some of the great stuff that I found, and honestly, at a really good price. I can tell you right off the bat, just looking at it real quick, I spent probably like $90, maybe $120 for everything I'm going to talk about today. So the point is, hit the roads, hit the flea markets, hit the thrift stores. Fuck eBay, you're gonna pay up the fucking ass for some shit that you just get off your fat ass, use those legs, you're gonna get at an incredible deal, brother. So here we go. Okay, right off the bat we're gonna start with, I'm gonna fool you. Looks like Tekken 2. Actually, it's Tekken 3. I got that for $1 at Goodwill. Tekken 3, this is one of my favorite fighting games of all time. Specifically, the way that they changed it up. There were so many more characters that they brought in there with Brian Fury, Eddie Gordo, we had Michelle's daughter in there, the way that they redid Yoshimitsu. There was so many great new characters. Eddie Gordo is a beast. You get that guy with his breakdancing moves, you're not gonna lose. When I got this home, I beat this game in about like 15 minutes with Eddie Gordo. That guy's an animal. Alright, so on to the next one here. Frogger, it's a classic. Obviously, this is a modern rendition of a classic game.
A shitty game.
Yeah, there's nothing really to write home about with Frogger. You're a green frog trying to get across the road. That's it. This game, Final Fantasy IX. Holy crap. I underestimated this game going in back in 2000 when I think I was 14 or 15 when this game came out. And I was so blown away by what they did with 7. And I was just high off the Final Fantasy 7 train ride. I just completely forgot about Final Fantasy 8 because that game was just not even as close to 7 or this one, 9. And this is, I felt, was probably a harken back to the original days of Final Fantasy games where they had all these different kind of weird characters and mages and
the cases were shit. You couldn't hope to see it.
That's the year 2000 for you. It doesn't seem that long ago, but already 15 years ago, and yeah, it doesn't hold up very well. I can't keep the game in there at all. But this game is just awesome. The story, the battle system, the fact that you have 4 characters, that makes such a huge difference in the battle system, having 4 characters, and the story was just fantastic. If you haven't played this, you need to go play it. Gran Turismo 2, I don't really care for these kind of racing games, but it was $1, so I thought I had to get it. I prefer more like Need for Speed and the arcadey kind of racing games. These racing simulators, they're just not for me. NASCAR 98. Fucking NASCAR.
It's NASCAR.
Buckle up! Yeah, that's what it is. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 3. This is a game I was looking forward to playing, but it doesn't work.
That game was a freaking classic, man. I remember jumping in the yellow Lamborghini, having the cops chase me around the desert, and just role-playing the whole time. It was freaking crazy, man.
Yeah, that game was cool. This game, I'd never had heard of this game, but again, $1, I had to get it.
I haven't heard of that.
And it's freaking cool, man. It's like it's not like Tetris, but it's a puzzle game, and
there's no disc in it
because the disc is currently inside my PlayStation because I'm actively playing this game. Me and my wife are actually having a really good time playing this game, and it's pretty cool that there's a game that I can actually enjoy with my wife. Tecmo Stackers is more like a chain reaction kind of game, because it's not like Tetris where you want to go line by line by line. You want to set it up to where once you make a line, it falls, makes another, then it makes another, then it makes another, and it's a battle game to where you got to make your opponent mess up. So once you start getting the chain reactions, it sends more obstacles to the other player's side, and that's the point of the game, is to make them mess up. Really addicting. MX 2002, another racing game here. This one looks like a BMX maybe, or like a dirt bike
kind of racing game. Ricky Carmichael, baby. Yeah, he was a big deal then. I don't know if he really was. I don't know who he is.
It was a big deal back then, but no one knows who he really was.
Yeah, Ricky Carmichael. Look him up. Demolition Racer. Now this game works. I tested this one and played it. It's a poor man's Destruction Derby. It's just god awful. The so slow, and the destruction that actually happens is just, it's all polygon garbage. It's just, this is not a good game. You're better off playing Destruction Derby.
Or Twisted Metal.
Yeah, Twisted Metal was another
Twisted
good
Metal
one.
Black was probably one of my favorite PS2 racing.
Oh yeah,
like Destruction Derby games.
That game kicked ass. NASCAR 99. This is the sequel to NASCAR 98 that I talked about earlier.
The whole sequel.
Yeah. It's NASCAR. WWF Warzone. Stone Cold, brother. Stone Cold 316 says, I just kicked your ass. WWF Warzone. Really good wrestling game. This is one of the wrestling games I felt really started to turn the corner and becoming more than just like punch and kick and slam, and there was a lot more detail to the controls. Crash Bandicoot. Now this was the game, the whole reason why I bought that lot was to play this game, and unfortunately it doesn't work. I even took it to a disc replay to have them resurface it, and it still doesn't work. So yeah, I kind of got the shitty end of the stick with that one, because the only working games I got were Cold Borders, that just Demolition Derby, the Warzone works, and maybe a couple racing games works. So yeah, I got shit on with that one. Destruction Derby 2, another game that I got earlier at a local store, Disc Replay. They're a really good store. The price is okay, see, $2.99. That's not bad for a PS1 game, and this is a damn good game at that. The game is fucking freakishly fast, and so much destruction, and then the Demolition Derby aspect of it, that's just crazy. It's in-your-face destruction racing action. Supercross 98, another racing game. Yeah, and I seem to have got a lot of these motocross games in this this lot here. Whoever had it originally loved him some motocross.
Maybe too much.
Yeah, ATV Mania. All-terrain vehicle action. Big explosion right there. You can see that.
Oh, that's a SAR. That's the SAR.
Yeah, that's right there.
That got his attention right there. Big bada boom. Big bada boom. Big bada boom.
Yeah, equals big money in the pockets, because mommy and daddy got to go buy this game, because that's, Gotham games. Maybe it's made by Batman.
Awesome.
Madden 99 roller. Yeah, obviously this is what I'm all about right here. This game, I wish I had the back part that I could actually show you some of the graphics, but you know, it was,
they were amazing.
yeah, I'm sure that it was just revolutionary back then, but yeah, it's John Madden. Obviously it's a lot better now, but now we're going to be talking about some of the fantastic consoles I got here, and talk about maybe some of the games that were that meant a lot to us back then. I can talk about we'll start right here, the Sega Saturn. This was a console that I never personally had, but it was one that I had through my aunt and uncle. They were the only people I knew that had the Sega Saturn, and it was the only time I got to play it, is if I were to stay over at their house and play this here. And one game in particular that they had was a Clockwork Knight, and that's the whole reason why I got this game, because my aunt, bless her soul, passed away, and she really loved that game, Clockwork Knight. And I got a Japanese version of it. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the region bypassing carts to put back here to where I can play Japanese games. So I still got to make another investment to be able to play that game. But I do plan on getting that real soon, so I can start playing this, because it means a lot to me to be able to play that game and kind of relive those memories that I had with my aunt. So, but I'm sure there's other great stuff for the Sega Saturn, and I'm sure it's a really good console to collect for. And I'll be looking to expand my collection here real soon.
Sega Saturn.